Hey, I just got this new Rode Lavalier and wanted to do a test of the lavalier against the other mics that I've been using so far. So the mic I have been using is the Micronic Lavalier, which is like a 16 British pound lavalier, maybe about a $20–25 Canadian or US lavalier, so really inexpensive. I think it does quite well, and one of the kind of benefits of it is that it's just a 3.5mm jack, the TRS or TRRS, I can't remember, that goes into a cell phone. So I've been able to record off the cell phone, which is nice. But I've been looking for something that I can record onto the Tascam DR-40 with. And unfortunately, the Tascam DR-40 won't take the 3.5mm jack. So I've been looking for an XLR Lav mic and came across the Rode Lavalier. So that's what I picked up, and I just wanted to do a test. So we'll run through the Micronic sound, the Rode Lav sound, the DR-40's internal mics. I'm recording in 4 channels, so I've got both the internal mics recording and the external input. And then I'll give you the GH3's reference sound. We know it'll be the noisiest, but just kind of a good benchmark. And if you're looking for other benchmarks, the review that I found most useful is by Chad Johnson. He reviews the Sennheiser ME2, the Sanken COS11D, the Tram TR-50, and this Rode Lavalier. So a lot of the kind of really industry standard lavs, you can get a benchmark, and I thought the Rode Lavalier did really well, especially given its lower price point. So you could kind of use that to tie in benchmarking this Micronic if you're interested in seeing how they all stack up together. Okay, without further ado, I'm just going to read an article here on lavs to give me something to read, and we'll cycle through the sound on the different microphones. So let's start. We'll start with the Micronic Lavalier here. When you're taping outside the studio environment, it seems that every new location presents an infinite number of possibilities and even more potential for problems. Once you've gotten past the ability of the camera mic to deal with them, you need to use the proper external mics and mixer combination to pick up clean tracks. The most common problem solver in the sound person's kit is the lavalier microphone, also called the Lav, body, or lapel mic. Their sound is always clear and their perspective uniform in spite of different camera angles. Okay. So that cycled through all of our cameras. Now let's just do a sound floor with no speech so we can see the sound levels. And what I've done here, just the only kind of post-production I've done is just to normalize all the audio so the volume's the same, but haven't done any noise reduction or anything. So should be as kind of honest a test as we can make it. Okay, so we'll cycle through. And let's just cycle back. Okay, so there's a good kind of noise floor test for us, and now I'll just give some cord handling noise. So I'm just going to kind of handle, this is the Rode Lavalier cord, just kind of manipulating it, and I'll rub the cord against the shirt so we can just get a sense of if that comes across at all. And then let's compare that with, just give you some mouth noises there. We'll compare that with the Micronic Lavalier. I'll rub that against the shirt and do some handling noise. One thing that might make a difference here is we've got the cord on this Rode Lavalier. There's a part of the clip that will hold it, so you can do a loop and then it'll hold it, whereas this Micronic just goes straight out from the clip. Do a little more handling noise here. I'll stop talking and you can really listen. Okay, well there's our comparison. Here's hoping the Rode Lav came out as the best. It's quite a bit more expensive, coming in at around $300 Canadian with all the shipping and everything from B&H Photo. So a huge price difference, hopefully a huge performance difference. Being able to use phantom power was a big thing for me, and the XLR input to the Tascam, a little higher recording quality, and hopefully the phantom power and the higher sensitivity gives us a bit of a lower noise floor. Okay, well we'll leave it at that.